And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Screen play, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bannon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get...
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the... And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big run there by Johnson. And even 50 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Daniel Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Here we go now. 3, over.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now it's Lockett. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 33. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. To Rawls. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power. and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The slot man in motion right. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Nkemdiche. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This one from 48 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion left is John Brown. So that'll back him up 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go now!
Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Malik McDowell in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. Good move at the 30. And now running right through it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Slot man moves right. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Floating one incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this throw will be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third down. Here's Rawls. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Blue, Leopard, hot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears. At least.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
But after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go, Leopard. Go now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Halfback sent in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. No. Check. Patriot. Now, let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And it is good. Well, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that's going to tie us at 13. So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So out now come the Cardinals. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Marty. Detroit. Leopard.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
All right, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
In motion comes the tight end left. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll drop the throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Steps away. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the play clock's running down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
No, check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch the ship! All right, now, lucky 56. No, check. Patriot!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Good.
the gun now on third down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And he'll give it here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll hand to Rawls. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
Back 99 Philly. Set. Leopard.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. And now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has a sense of the dramatic there. Seals that game with an INT.
Boy, what a big play for a guy who came out of Tennessee State really with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he thought he'd been overlooked even going into college. He's proven everyone wrong once he got to the NFL.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. A spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love